everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors? Please take your hats off. Please remain standing for the alma mater.
Tears falling from my eyes. You know I love you. Maybe someday, maybe some way we'll meet again. Promise me things will stay just as they are today. Love will not fade away. Please won't you tell me maybe someday, maybe some way we'll meet again. For you, you're a part of me. With you, I can be strong, and you believe in me. With you, I'll carry on. Maybe someday, we could find a way to make this last one more day. There's so much left to say. I'll always love you. Maybe someday, maybe some way we'll meet again. For you, you're a part of me. With you, I can be strong, and you believe in me. With you, I'll carry on. Maybe someday, maybe some way we'll meet again. Maybe someday, maybe some way we'll meet again.
Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Rob Hayden. I'm principal of Lorain Admiral King High School. I want you to know that many weeks ago, I put a request in for this day to be just like this. We didn't plan to set up inside, even when it was raining. We were pretty sure we were going to have a good day because this is quite a group. Board of Education members, administrators, parents, relatives, friends, and most of all, our graduating seniors, welcome to the 42nd Lorain Admiral King High School graduation ceremony. It is my honor to introduce some of the following people sitting behind me. Jim Estel, Treasurer. Tracy McCarty, the Executive Director of Strategic Planning and Programming. Elaine Banks, Executive Director of Educational and Student Services. David Williams, Executive Director of Human Resources. Dean Snur, Director of Communications and Community Relations. Dan DiNicola, Director of Facilities. Elba Armstrong, Director of Quality Impact Project. Dr. Bonnie Strakowski, Director of Data and Accountability. Ann Muschel, Director of Elementary Schools. Francie Watson, Director of Middle Schools. Laurie Godfrey, Director of Curriculum Development. Fred Dahl, Director of Digital Academies. Is Gary here? Gary Jones, Director of Project Grad. Today is a special day for all of you. Your child is graduating and they're entering a world of change. Today we honor them and ask that we hold your desire to cheer your individual child, because everybody here wants to hear their child's name. So please, let's hold off until the end when we can really put a good cheer together. Now to the class of 2004. Recently, I read an article about the difference of getting older and growing up. I found it interesting because we always think that getting older means getting wiser. In reality, all we have to do is do nothing to get older. We could sleep for a year and get older. But would we get wiser? No. Growing up, on the other hand, means change, and change means experience. When you were in your teens, you were always asking questions. If you had a question, you asked it, you didn't care who heard it. Then you became an adolescent or a middle schooler. You never asked questions anymore because you had all the answers. Slowly but surely, you began to realize there were things you didn't know. And now all of a sudden, you're getting ready to graduate. You're leaving high school. You have to make some difficult choices. And you might say to yourself, it's not fair. However, you do have choices. You can continue to get older and not change, or you can grow up and control your changes. and you'll have many opportunities to do that. I have seen growth in this class. I watched you working to graduate and get ready for college, some of you to work for the workforce. I watched you work as a committee as you plan for your senior activities. I also watched some of your classmates fall by the wayside, and that hurts. If you remember, I spoke with you in the fall and told you if you worked hard, you could do wonderful things. You did. I don't see you getting older. I see you growing up. Class of 2004, your future is now. Board of Education members, parents, relatives, and friends, I am proud to have been allowed to be part of this class of 2004. At this time now, we'd like to acknowledge the service and honor plaque names. So as I call the student's name out, please remain standing. Service credit. They'll be in alphabetical order for the first 15. Travell Anderson, please stand. Annalisa Arroyo. Emily Biggio. Amanda Castro. Steve Coliff. Matthew Kafari. Larry Duffield. Renee Garcia. Nick Hazlitt. Leon Lewis. Jason Samaskovich. Julian Smith. Sergio Solis. Angelo Verdi. Julianne Waiton. And the student with the #1 service credit is Emily Biggio. Please be seated. Now the honor graduates of 2004, again in alphabetical order. Annalise Arroyo, Marcus Bermudez de Leon, Monica Burgett, Sarah Frazier, Renee Garcia, Mallory Holmes, Lindsay Cordica, Joanna Lopez, Brittany Martin, Alexis Minnick, Mary Novak, Nicole Pager, Gabriel Van Wagen, Juliana Waiton, Shayla Wright, now to announce the top 2 students. The salutatorian is Mary Novak. And the valedictorian for the class of 2004, Monica Burgett. Now, you can please be seated. Now the scholarship recipients. These are students that have won scholarship awards. And I have a real surprise at the end for you. Please stand and remain standing. Rima Agil, Alexis Arroyo, Annalisa Arroyo, Marissa Arroyo, David Basconi, Michael Berlingeri, Marcus Bermudez de Leon, Emily Biggio, Dion Brosville, Amira Bryant, Kenneth Bryant, Monica Burgett, Aurelius Burgos, Patrick Callahan, Brandon Carrion, Maurice Carroll, Dante Carswell, Juliet Casey, Amanda Castro, Michael Connell, Matthew Kafari, John Curry, Lamar Dampier, Preston Daniel, Julie DeWitt, James Doherty. Folks, I ask that you hold it till we're finished, please. Larry Duffield, Joshua Ellis, Tia Fekete, Nicole Fowler, Stephanie Fox, Sarah Frazier, Tyler Fursey, Renee Garcia, Sarah Giddich, Alyssa Gonzalez, Amanda Gonzalez, Robert Hamlin, Daniel Hammond, Ernestine Hammonds, Ashley Henry, Francine Hernandez, Mallory Holmes, Leotisha Howard, Bernadette Indre, Gary James, Christopher Jules, Jasmine Johnson, Natalie Johnson, Precious Johnson, Kimberly Jordan, Jerron Kidd, Christy King, Keith Connert, Lindsay Cordica, Jacqueline Kramer, Nicholas Kroll, Joseph Kuznar, Candace LaQuesta, Amanda Lassen, Christopher Lewandowski, Leon Lewis, Kelly Lowe, Joanna Lopez, Abel Luciano, Melissa Mack, Jessica Malone, Brittany Martin, Andrew Matos, Amanda Messer, Tony Michael, Alexis Minnick, Deona Nelson, Zenaida Nevis, Mary Novak, Mary O'Connor, Rosalie Ortiz, Samantha Ortiz, Bethzita Ortero, Juliana Pagan, Nicole Pager, Anthony Phillips, Christina Finney, Louis Ramos, Ramona Reyes, Ebony Robles, Ivory Robles, Kevin Sagert, Matthew Silva, Jason Samaskovich, Aaron Simmons, Christina Sims, Derek Smith, Julian Smith, Sergio Solis, Noel Soto, Alberta Spicer, Tremail Suggs, Tanisha Taylor, Shasha Thompson, Octavia Towner, Dominic Triplett, Gabriel Van Wagenen, Angelo Verdi, Matthew Vincic, Nicole Vidovic, Crystal Ward, Julianne Waiton, Jermaine Weatherspoon, Sherry Rice, Shayla Wright, and Kevin Young. Folks, I want you to know something. This is the first time ever at King we had over $5 million worth of scholarship money given to our students. And I think a very special thank you should go to Mr. Tom El Cisco. At this time, we would, please be seated, students. At this time, we will have the superintendent's address, but Dr. Morgan is ill at this point, and Elaine Banks, who is our Executive Director of Education and Student Services, will be our speaker. Elaine Banks.
Good evening to the Lorain Admiral King High School class of 2004 and their families and friends. As Mr. Hayden has said, I'm Elaine Banks, the Executive Director of Educational and Student Services for the Lorain City School District. On behalf of Superintendent D. Morgan, I would like to express how excited we are for you on this very special night. Dr. Morgan has also asked me to pass along her regrets on not being able to share in this celebration. As some of you may know, Dr. Morgan's mother fell ill last week in Columbus and is in need of special care and the loving presence of her family. But she did provide the following message for our graduate candidates. The great Greek philosopher Aristotle had a formula for success. First, he wrote, have a definite, clear, practical idea, a goal. Second, he recommended attaining it by whatever means available, whether it be wisdom, money, materials, or methods. And third, he said, we should adjust all of our means to that end. Now, you may argue with this formula, but you cannot deny that Aristotle believed success is a process, not a realization, and I firmly agree. Not one of you here today will wake up on a sun-filled morning to miraculously having gained success. Success is a product of planning, dedicated efforts, and some measure of toil. Because you are sitting here today, poised at the very threshold of graduation, I know that you understand that concept. Each of you, in his or her own way, has planned for this very special day. You've written term papers, you completed projects, you've labored through tests, and you strive to be here today. Most importantly, you have achieved success in the process. As you continue on life's journey, do not forget that success, whether it's through college, the military, or an immediate career, is a process. Do not expect that success to find you, but rather set your goals high, determine the process you will follow to reach that goal. As you strive for success in life, I encourage you to take time to remember those who have helped you. A mother, a father, teachers, friends, and mentors. Too often we forget about the critical role that is provided for those who support our efforts. In times of need and hardship, it will be these people who you can faithfully turn toward for help. Thank them and be sure you are there when they need you. In closing, I would again like to quote Aristotle. He said, "Man is a goal-seeking animal. His life only has meaning if he is reaching out and striving for his goals. Ensure that your life has meaning. Strive for your goals, and I am confident that each of you will have the determination and the ability to find success. Congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2004. Thank you.
We will be introducing our board members because they will be introducing speakers. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Vice President of the Board of Education, Mrs. Dina Farrar.
Good evening. Good evening. Is this a good evening? No, this is a great evening. All of us in attendance today are here to honor the 2004 graduating seniors of Lorain Admiral King. We are here because we are proud of their accomplishments. This is a culmination of about 13 years of schooling. The majority of their lives have been in school. And you know what? That's all we're going to give them is a little piece of paper. And that little piece of paper itself is probably worth less than 5 cents. And the folder it comes in is probably worth a little bit more. But the value of what a diploma represents is like gold. The diploma represents a golden key that allows you to open doors. Without it, you would not get into college or the military or even the type of job that you really want. It's not just a little thing. As a matter of fact, students, you should wear it around your neck like a little bling bling. Every time that you accomplish something as significant as a diploma, a certificate, or a degree, it's like obtaining a golden key that opens a door. Now, for you graduates, you're probably thinking, hallelujah, I am done. And you're right, you're done. You survived. You survived, just like on that survival show, you were on the island of Lorain Admiral King. And you know what? You endured to the finish. You didn't write yourself off, and nobody else wrote you off. And as the parents are thinking, hallelujah, we're done. But guess what? It's a whole new beginning. And let's look back a little bit at your days at Lorain Admiral King. How many of you students remember Mrs. Boatwright stopping you in the hall when you were supposed to be in class? And how about Miss DeAngelis watching you leave the building when you were supposed to be in class? And how many times did Mr. Lewis have to tell you that you have to come to school on time? And what about all that work Mr. Nesbitt or Mr. Kipp gave you that you incessantly complained and whined about? And remember all those assignments those teachers reminded you to complete? And how about all those deadlines for scholarships Mr. Ilsiskel told you about? Well, you're right, it is all over. But they were only doing their job to prepare you for the future so that you could obtain the golden key. They were trying to keep you on track so that you could get this diploma today, which will open the doors for your future. And many of you will be working soon. And believe me, when you don't go to work like you didn't go to class, don't go get your paycheck either. And when you come in late, you won't get a little detention, you might get a notice of termination. And for those of you going off to college, when your professor tells you that a paper is due on a certain date, don't think you'll be able to charm them with your great personality to get an extension. And for those of you going to the military, you'll have to learn the hard way. And you'll learn it mighty quickly. All the parents and the family members and school staff have only wanted to prepare you to make your life a little easier, but now it is all up to you. Today we are very proud that you have completed your educational goals. You have completed every class and test which enable you to walk in this ceremony to get your high school diploma. And actually, Lorain City Schools has higher standards than what the Ohio Department of Education even requires, because we know that you have the potential and you have already proved it. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do anything, because you have proved that you can do whatever you want if you want it bad enough. And don't let outside distractions keep you from obtaining your goals. And don't ever think, don't let anybody say you're asked too many questions. Ask as many questions as need be until you get your answers. And how many people in the audience have graduated from Lorain City Schools? Please stand up. Yes, we have a lot of Lorain City School graduates. I too am an Admiral King High School graduate, and I can say I am proud of the education that I received, because I know it did open doors for me. Seniors, you have made us extremely proud. You are a success, and we wish you future successes. We know that you have the necessary talents and skills to achieve anything. Please continue to work for your next key, which will open even bigger doors. Congratulations.
It's my pleasure at this time to introduce the first of our student speakers. Shayla Wright has had 4 active years at Admiral King High School. She has been an academic, an athlete, and a musician. As a student, she carried a weighted 4.4 GPA, and that put her in the top 5% of her class. Needless to say, she is a member of the National Honor Society and was an induction speaker. She was a peer tutor and a mentor, along with being a teacher's aide. Shayla played basketball for 3 years and was a captain all 3 years. She has been in marching band for 4 and a drum major during her senior year. Shayla is very active in community service through Lorain County Habitat for Humanity, the Salvation Army food drives, Toys for Tots. She is quite active with her church and a licensed minister. Her mother is Sandra Wright. Congratulations, Mrs. Wright. Shayla has been awarded the Toledo University Tower and Levi Award, Kent State's Oscar Ritchie and Minority Book Awards, the Lorain County Community Foundation Scholarship, a Lozer Scholarship, the Negro Business and Professional Women Scholarship, the Les Charmente Scholarship, and Lorain County College's Trustees and Diversity Awards. She intends to major in pharmacy at the University of Toledo, and it is my privilege to present to you Shayla Wright, the senior speaker.
Many trials and obstacles come across our path as we go through life. We must find the inspiration within ourselves in order to get the strength needed to overcome adversity and to succeed in whatever we set out to do. A prime example of a person achieving against all odds is Wilma Rudolph. She was the 20th child in a family of 22 children. When she was born, she was diagnosed as having polio. Despite her crippling disease, living in a time of racial segregation, and being extremely poor, she overcame these obstacles and through perseverance and hard work, became the first American woman to win 3 gold medals in the Olympics. As we receive our diplomas today and venture into an unpredictable terrain, we must remember that all things work together for our good. We must learn to look at the obstacles and the roadblocks that we face as learning experiences and as opportunities to make us stronger. Graduating high school is our first step into adulthood. There are so many doors of opportunity all around us, and it is up to us to unlock the right one that will lead us into our destiny. It is now our time to do our part in changing the world. No matter how great or small, we will all have an impact in the future. Right now, at this very moment, we all have a mind, which is the basic equipment we need to achieve complete happiness in all of our goals. Our destiny relies on how much we desire to prosper. We must unlock the potential in our minds. We must increase our knowledge and have the determination and the drive to attain all of our aspirations. We must take chances and have the confidence and belief that we can make it. We must not only set goals for ourselves, but we must also set expectations. We must expect to succeed and press towards our prize, no matter what the obstacle. I believe that Wilma said it best when she said, "Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit." We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each and every one of us. So as we graduate today, and this chapter of our lives comes to an end, remember to maintain your focus, and whatever you do, keep moving, because great things are in store for the class of 2004.
Allow me to introduce board member Mr. Keith Lilly, who will introduce our next speaker, the National Honor Society speaker.
Thank you. I have the honor of presenting Miss Julianne Wayton. It's hard to believe that Miss Wayton could squeeze all of her activities into only 4 years at Lorain Admiral King High School. She was a 4-year member of Student Council, Key Club, Foreign Language Club, National Honor Society, and Who's Who among American high school students. Julianne has not only been an active member of these clubs, she has been the president of the National Honor Society and the Foreign Language Club. She is fourth in her class. She has also been active in musicals and chamber choir for 4 years and had a supporting role in this year's Hello Dolly. She was a 3-year member on the tennis team, where she played both singles and doubles and was on a team that won the USTA Junior Midwest Championship. She was a nominee for the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame Academic Award. Julianne has been active in her church activities and worked the concession stand for the Lorain Youth Baseball. Her parents are Pamela and Kenneth Wayton. Julianne has been awarded scholarships from the Lorain Youth Center, the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame. She was also awarded the Bowling Green State University's Trustee Scholarship and Baldwin Wallace's College Trustee and Sibling Awards. She plans to attend Baldwin Wallace College. I am pleased to present to everyone here the National Honor Society speaker, Julianne Wayton.
In the making, this is it. Everything we have worked for. This is our graduation. I can only wonder, a few years from now, will you remember all that you've learned previous to this day? We have been through a lot together, more than some experience in a lifetime. There have been times of trouble and times of celebration. But thanks to each other, we have been able to embrace and overcome every obstacle thrown our way. Without each other's help, we would not be who we are today, a happy group of graduating seniors. Throughout high school, we've not only learned academics from our teachers, but also we have learned how to function as respectable citizens. We have matured in more ways than one since our first year in 2000. Together, we have grown as teenagers, and now we are transitioning into adults. We are entering the real world now and are prepared thanks to our experience. Attending Lorain Admiral King High School has been the greatest stepping stone for the future ahead of us. Because no two of us are the same, we have observed people of all kinds and have learned to understand every aspect of their lives. For some, life has been easy. For others, it has been difficult. These are situations we will encounter in our future, and having this knowledge that life has its perks and hardships is some of the best knowledge one can know. The world we will be entering is not much unlike the world we have grown up in already. We will meet new people of every race and creed, and thanks to the experience we already have with much of this diversity and comfort we've gained with it, life will only be that much easier. I have made so many friendships this year with people who are of a different color, different age, and different personality. I couldn't be happier or more grateful for these friendships. They have given me something I don't think I could have gotten anywhere else, and that is an understanding of life, something that some people never find out. What is left is determining our future and how to use what we have discovered from our experience with different situations. Because of the diversity of our city, we are all able to develop a future that will work for us, whether it is entering the workforce, going to college, or joining the military. Thanks to our city, these options are all available. I have always believed that all things happen for a reason. Whatever plans we all have for the fall are meant to be, and only a little patience towards your dreams will make them come true. I just want to thank everyone who helped me to be here representing the National Honor Society and everyone in the community of Lorain for molding me into the person I am today. You have given my class and me the greatest gift, and we couldn't ask for more. For the class of 2004, just remember this. Don't turn back, but take what you have learned here and teach everyone you meet along the way the same lessons. Thank you.
Please welcome our board president, Mrs. Janine Donaldson, who will introduce the faculty choice speaker.
Good evening. Nicole Pager is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Mark Pager. Nicole has had 4 good years at Lorain Admiral King High School. Education has been her major focus, but she took part in sports and many other extracurricular activities and events. She played 4 years of golf and as a senior made the varsity team. She was in the top 10 in the girls sectional her junior and senior years. Nicole has also participated on the bowling team for 4 years. Her extracurricular activities were with student council. She was the vice president her senior year. As a student council rep, she represented the students on the LAK site-based committee and citywide committee. Her other interests were with the United Nations Club and the Foreign Language Club. She was a member of the Academic Challenge team. Nicole has excelled in the classroom. She is 7th in her class and has been an honor student for 4 years. She received academic awards her junior and senior years and was a 4-year National Honor Student. She was this year's National Honor Society's vice president. Nicole has received the Toledo University Pride Scholarship, Baldwin Wallace Trustee Scholarship, Akron University's Partner in Excellence Award, Bowling Green State University's Faculty Award, and its University Scholarship. Tiffin University's Academic Merit Scholar, the Lorain Youth Center Scholarship, Mount Union's Academic Merit Award, a Dusenden Scholarship, and a Lorain County Community College Trustees Scholarships. Nicole is planning on attending Bowling Green State University. I am proud to present to you the faculty choice speaker, Nicole Pager.
The diploma that we will be receiving tonight doesn't just represent the facts we've memorized or the skills we've developed. I think perhaps one of the most important things we can take away with us from Lorain Admiral King is the many experiences that have influenced our lives.
Anytime you worked hard to bring up a grade in a class, set a goal and accomplished it, improved a skill, or challenged yourself to do something nobody thought you could do, you took part in shaping the person you are becoming. You never know when you will need to diagram a sentence, or when knowing the cosine of 270 will come in handy. But never assume that because you don't see the necessity of studying certain subjects, that it is simply not worthwhile to study them. I have often heard people say they will never be able to use it in real life, whether it be history or algebra, but they don't know that. Even if you don't use something directly, you could be using it indirectly in ways you never realize. It's important to learn new things throughout your life. Some of you may think you're done now, that this is where all learning stops, and you're probably happy about that. But you're making a mistake. Expanding your knowledge and being open to new experiences broadens your horizons. Keep it up. In the book Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss, there is a horrible place you don't want to get stuck in, called the waiting place. We all deserve more than to have to spend time in the waiting place, where people are waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for a Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. The idea behind this is that you can't spend your whole life waiting for it to begin. Start living now. It's the everyday occurrences and trivial details we often ignore that make life meaningful. If you're always thinking that once I'm in college, or done with college, or married, or have this job, or that car, then my life will begin to be good, you will never be satisfied. Once you have it, that great career you've always wanted, it's still just a job. A car is just a mode of transportation. We just ended something here today, but it is inaccurate to say your life is starting today. It started a long time ago. It's important to have goals and work hard to reach them, for this builds self-discipline, strength, and confidence. But if you rely on constantly looking towards the next goal, by the time you get to the top, you may wonder where your life went and why you've never been happy. As a final thought, there is no sense in worrying about your past or being afraid of your future. You can't turn back the hands of time and change the past, and the problems you predict in your future may never arise. The only thing that determines what you can do or achieve is the present.
It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Raul Ramos, who will introduce our senior class speaker. I'm sorry, our senior class president.
I know.
Annalisa Arroyo, come on down. Annalisa Arroyo is the president of the 2004 graduating class of Admiral King High School. She has been an active participant in her school's activities. She has been a member of the National Honor Society and a speaker at the annual induction. Not only is she active in academic areas, she is active in sports, music, and clubs. As an athlete, she competed in volleyball for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, and was captain during her senior year. She played softball and track and field. Annalisa was also in the marching band and the concert band. You may have recognized her as our drum major. Clubs also benefited from her participation. She was a member of the Spirit Club, the Lorain Educational Athletic Program, the Unity Club, and the Do the Right Thing Advisory Board. Annalisa is an honor roll student, active in her church, and also found time to be the Lorain Admiral King Homecoming Queen. She has been awarded Ohio State's Moral Scholarship, Bowling Green's Underrepresented Minority Scholarship, Miami's Ohio Leader and Resident Scholarship, Ohio University's Chavez Parks and Womack Grant, the Providence College Grant, Catholic University's Parish and University Scholarship, and Lorain County Community College's Trustee and Diversity Awards. Her parents are Cookie and Angel Arroyo. Annalisa will be attending The Ohio State University this fall. It is my pleasure and honor to present to you the Lorain Admiral King Senior Class President, Annalisa Arroyo.
Tonight will be the last night we will all be together. 4 years have passed in what seems like only a moment. It's hard to believe that it's over, but tonight, it must finally sink in that this is the last time we will not only gather as a class, but as a circle of friends. It is at this moment that we must realize the importance of the knowledge we have gained over the past 4 years. As each one of us sit here today and think about everything that's happened to us since we were freshmen, we would not change a single thing. From the best times to the worst, each accomplishment and each mistake has molded us into the people we are today. So this is it. As they say, we are beginning the first steps to the rest of our lives. I'm glad I learned all the things I did in high school. However, none stand close to as important as what I have learned from the other 242 seniors sitting before me. The values, thoughts, emotions, and friendships of others have engraved lessons on our hearts. It has been impossible to understand how great an impact our friends have had upon us until now. We stand together for the final time as a circle of friends. Armed with lessons we have learned and questions we have answered, the question has changed. No longer are you ready for the world, but world, are you ready for us? So my friends, as we leave tonight with all of our memories close to our heart, I not only want to wish you much luck and success, I also want to wish you enough. When I say I wish you enough, I want you to have a life filled with enough good things to sustain you. I wish you enough sun to keep your attitude bright, enough rain to make you appreciate the sun more, enough happiness to keep your spirit alive, and enough sadness so that the smallest joys in life appear much bigger. I wish you enough loss to appreciate all that you possess, enough love so that you know how special you are, and enough pain in that love to make the memories of it even sweeter. I wish you enough dreams to cause your imagination to soar, enough reality to keep your feet on the ground, enough success to make you proud, and enough failure to make you humble. I also wish you enough hellos to get you through the final goodbyes. So, class of 2004, whatever your future may bring, and what may be some of our final goodbyes, I wish you enough. Please rise, class of 2004. And now, with great honor, I present to you Lorain Admiral King's graduating class of 2004.
At this time, I would like to present to you your senior graduating class of 2004. Seniors, you may have a seat. First row, you may stand. Jorge Eugenio Abrego. Rachel D. Adams. James E. Adkins. Rima Abed Agil. Travell Deshawn Anderson. Alexis Marie Arroyo. Annalisa Arroyo. Marissa Iris Arroyo. Sarah Michelle Asif. Antonio Luis Baez Sr. Naomi Bales. Eric M. Barnes. David Leo Basconi. Yesenia Banabe. Michael Irving Berlingeri. Marcus William Bermudez de Leon. Emily Ann Biggio. Sherry Renee Bird. Ashley Charday Blakely. Samantha Marie Ortiz. Rebecca Sue Scott. Kevin Lamar Young. Jennifer Lynn Blakesley. Terry Blanton. Dion Dominique Brosville. Amira K. Bryant. Kenneth Bryant Jr. Monica E. Burgett. Arialis Burgos. Bonnie A. Kane. Wesley Sean Kales. Patrick Michael Callahan. Rayshawn Campbell. Brandon Celestino Carrion. Maurice Deshawn Carroll. Dante Gerard Carswell. Desmond J. Carter. David Andrew Carver. Juliette Monique Casey. Amanda Maria Castro. Kathy Chambers. Stephen Lee Coliff. Megan Elizabeth Collins. Stephen R. Comer. Michael Connell. Jeremy James Cordes. Felicia Creedon. Katrina Lynette Crislip. Matthew Ross Kafari. Alethea Curry. John A. Curry. Lamar Antrone Dampier. Preston L. Daniel. Holly Lynn Denny. Julie Ann DeWitt. Britt Dickinson. Crystal Dotson. James Joseph Doherty. Larry W. Duffield Jr. Jessica Ray Ellis. James M. Epler. Stephen Feather. Tia Fekadi. Anthony Feliciano. J. E. Fenderson II. Brian Allen Fine. Cameron Nelson Eugene Fitzpatrick. Nicole Cherie Fowler. Lisa Marie Fox. Michael Andrew Fox. Stephanie Lee Fox. Teresa Fragoso. Sarah Beth Frazier. Ryan Freeman. Tyler E. Fursey. Renee Nicole Garcia. Sarah Christine Gedich. Christopher Robert Goforth. Kevin Gomez II. Alyssa Marie Gonzalez. Amanda Elizabeth Gonzalez. Nathan Anthony Gonzalez. Michael William Green. Stacy L. Green. Shayna C. Green. Robert Owen Hamlin IV. Daniel Wayne Hammond. Ernestine Brene Hammonds. Gareth Hannigan. Mary Margaret Harristy. Anthony Charles Hazlett. Nicholas Brandon Hazlett. Marjorie Lee Heydrich. Desmarie Love Henderson. Matthew Hennessy. Ashley Nicole Henry. Francine E. Hernandez. Mandy Hodge. Mallory Jocelyn Holmes. Letashia Howard. Bernadette M. Indre. Gary Anthony James Jr. Christopher Jules. Jasmine Nicole Johnson. Natalie Elaine Johnson. Precious Star Allison Johnson. Gabriel E. Jones. William E. Jones. Kimberly Linnell Jordan. Jaron E. Kidd. Christy L. King. Timothy Kirk. Christy Ann Close. Keith A. Connorth Jr. Lindsay Joelle Cordica. Jacqueline Heather Kramer. Nicholas Kroll. Joseph Michael Kuznar. Candace Ray LaQuesta. Amanda Lee Mason Lassen. Christopher Lewandowski. Leon Darnell Lewis. Shalana Marie Little. Kelly Shija Lowe. Joanna Natasha Lopez. Aba Luciano. Melissa M. Mack. Jessica Danielle Malone. Antonio Marrero. Todd James Marsh. Brittany Andrea Martin. Chase L. Maxwell. Antoine McCall. Joshua Stephen McKinney. Tony Curtis Michael. Stacy Inez Mike. Michael Anthony Mincy. Alexis Marie-Louise Minnick. Johnny Mae J. Morgan. Daniel Morris. Lindsay Marie Mullins. Deanna Ray Nelson. Thomas Nikoloff Jr. Zenaida Nieves. Mary Bridget O'Connor. Mary Bridget Novak, I'm sorry. Mary Catherine O'Connor. Rosalie Ortiz. Bethsaida Otero. Julian Pagan. Nicole Marie Pager. Joanne Daniel J. Paragon. Joanne Eileen Peters. Anthony Alexander Phillips. Bill Phillips. Christina Finney. Christy L. Pizzoferrato. Yasmin Raka. Louis A. Ramos. Amy Rose Rarick. Stephanie Michelle Redmond.
Yeah, Jason.
Jeffrey Rinaldo. Jeremy C. Resch. Ramona Reyes. Dennis Alexander Rivas. Carlos E. Rivera. Ebony Miranda Denise Robles. Ivory M. Robles. Vanessa Romero. Kevin Michael Sager. Jeffrey A. Salva. Jeremy Lamar Sanford. Sandra Maxine Scales. Brittany Adeline C. Brittany Sharp. Ashley Ann Shaver. Matthew James Silva. Jason Kirk Smoskovich. Aaron Javon Simmons. Ryan Anthony Simmons. Christina Yvette Sims. Julian L. Smith. Ray A. Smith, Jr. Sergio M. Solis. Noel Soto. Alberta Samara Denise Spicer. Ryan Levon Starr. Tramel Suggs. Sean Svet. Tanisha Nicole Taylor. Shasha Monique Thompson. Diamond Janelle Tinsley. Kimberly Michelle Tobias. Octavia Sierra Towner. James A. Trill. Dominique R. Triplett. Amanda Marie Ullman. Leanne Marie Usselman. Gabrielle Cavell Van Wagnen. Angelo Verde. Matthew Allen Vinsek. Nicole Noel Vidovich. Crystal Dawn Ward. Julianne Therese Waiton. Jermaine Martel Weatherspoon. Roger White. Stephanie Lynn Wolf. Latasha Danielle Woods. Monica Ann Wooten. Cherie N. Rice. Shayla LeRae Wright. Crystal Joy Wyatt. Kendra L. Wyatt. Jennifer L. Wyckoff. Otis Young. Andrew Thomas Zilka.
I'll march them off this way and you take the kids out.
All right.
Right?
Sounds good.
My hat. Less than 2 hours.
Class of 2004, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2004 from Lorain Admiral King.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.